So we have arrived, and Kitty and the Wolfie are going to look at the notice board. Welcome to the first walking with Wolfie. You ready, Kitty?
There's Wolfie. He's in the grass. He's not getting ticked.
Now we enter the forest.
Wow, this is lovely.
Isn't it? Are you going to cross, Willie?
Come on, little man, let's do it.
No. Wolfie. Well, across the ridge. There's no trolls under it.
Come back up and get there. You
There he goes. You okay?
No, I think I might have twisted my ankle.
So Kitty's hurt herself, but because she's an experienced hiker, she brought me along, and we're going to fix it so she can continue the walk. Otherwise we have to leave her behind to die. You should always have at least one of these, an ace or a tensor bandage. Alright, should we put it on you?
Sure.
Alrighty. Excuse me, little wolf.
He's my protector.
So one of the things you need to do is take the shoe off, and this will cause pain if it's swollen, but you want to get off as fast as you can before it causes pain. If they can take it off themselves, it's often best, but in this case they cannot. And take it off gently. Undo all the laces and take it off. In this case we're not going to, because you made this tough stuff. Take off the sock.
Oh no.
Oh, we have mail. So for field repair, if they actually have a hiking tube sock on, I'd leave it on. Now one of the things you always want to do is have a sharp knife or scissors so you can cut laces, cut the sock off. Any movement in here is going to hurt. So when you have this, I've immediately lost one already, but there's usually two of these. They're not really that important, but I found it. Alright, so you get these off, the metal clips off, and you put them somewhere you're not going to lose them. So in this case, this is where it hurts here, right?
Yes.
So I look and see if there's anything that's bleeding. I'm going to deal with the bleeding. Best treatment for this is to rest it, put one of these on, ice, but we don't have that. We have to get you out of here because I can't carry you. So well above the injury, you put it on. Now these are elasticated. So you want to put it on so it's fairly elasticated, but not too. Once you get it on like this, you then do what they always say is a figure 8. But you can also do this, which is just basically winding it down and bringing it up. Now obviously there's smaller versions of these which are actually useful. With these metal hooks, bear in mind the fact that if you then have to do defibrillation, if you have to zap them with electricity because their heart's stopped, because you do such a bad job of looking after their ankle, these will burn the flesh. So I would recommend you use tape, or just to put the sock back on top of it. How is that? And how is that, kitty?
Did you fix the bunion while you're out?
No, I can't. I haven't got a big enough knife. Is it actually supported?
It's fine.
Is it too tight?
Nope.
Now as she uses this, it's going to get tight, but the idea is you want to do it as fast as you can so you can actually get the shoe back on. Without the shoe, she's going to have a hard time walking. And you would also at this point be looking for sticks that you can use to make splints with, and you would actually be a splint itself. Now unfortunately, Wolfie can't carry her. So should we carry on?
Yes.
Alright. Or you could be anybody with those sunglasses on.
No, and then, I thought rain, but I think it's just forest rain.
Did you bring his rain jacket?
No.
Oh. Bugging out with Wolfie. Ooh. Poor little dog doesn't know if we're going to leave him here or not. We're not, Wolfie, we're going to take you home. I think there's a resting place ahead.
There is. Wolfie! Come here, pumpkin. You've never been off lead on a trail with us before, have you? No. There you go, monkey.
Nope.
He'll come back to them.
Yeah.
He's just not ready yet.
Acorns. This is a short but very pretty little walk. So currently on the blue things, means it's a side trail of the Oak Ridges trail system, I believe. At some point we'll return to the car park. This is the hidden valley, I guess. Leaves of 3. It's probably a trillium. In addition to snow and water, we have lots of fire starting stuff here. As you can see. Dry that out, chop it up. So there's another pile of it, and here it is, extremely light, very dry. Grind it up, absolutely brilliant fire starter. Always startlingly bright when you leave the forest.
Oh, I've hurt my arm.
Wolfie, stop! Emergency, 911. See? So you can reuse these, you can wash them out in the laundry. Over time the elastic is really good. So we're going to use your other arm because you would always remove your wristwatch. So again, this is the joint that's injured. Ow! So you want to bandage, start above, go below. Once you put these on, you want to check about every half an hour to an hour, just to make sure the circulation's not impaired. If it starts to get numbness in the fingers and blanching where you squeeze and it stays white, especially in the nail beds, you want to take this off and have a look what's going on and put it on, but not quite as tight. Bear in mind, if she's broken it, you might see that anyway. but that would be something you would want to make sure it's not this that's causing it. Then you'd want to get it to a hospital, or somebody that's got a knife and decides to cut in. 3 arguments with this. A lot of people will do this at this point, and you should never do it. Right, you've all seen that with the thumb. Don't ever do that. Never, never, never do that unless the thumb itself is broken, in which case you want to splint it. Once you get to the thumb, just have your hand just relax gently and go back again. The idea is that this is going to get compression, not this or this particularly. So you can go over and back quite a few times and do it like that. And the golden rule with these is you always want to go up to the next joint, the next major joint. So in my case, it's my wrist. I want to go up to my fingertips, but I want to go up to my elbow, but not including the elbow. How does that feel, Kitty?
Fine.
Fine.
Oh, you're being wrong again.
Being wrong again. Even in the wilds of Canada. Ugh. Oh, why do they keep calling me for that? It's very annoying. Can't even find it. Hello?
Hi John, it's Pat again from Intimacy. How are you?
Oh, hey Pat, how are you?
Good. I have another agent that'd like to come this time on Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning. Are you okay with that early?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so 9:30 to 10 on Wednesday the 16th.
Okay, thanks Pat.
Thanks John, do take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Wednesday at 9:30.
God. You sure you want to sell this?
Why? Because people seem to like it? Or because it's too much effort?
Too much effort.
Wednesday at 9:30. Oh, we're always up early these days. The gypsy moth caterpillars. I looked
How
at
can
3
you
different
tell?
types. Well, they have 5 blue dots and then 5 red dots, and they have these 2 bulbs on the side of their head that are kind of distinctive. So he's a gypsy moth caterpillar, which we're having an outbreak of. There's also forest tent caterpillars and some other type of tent caterpillars that are native.
Right,
These were not considered originally native,
right.
and they're having an outbreak this year. There's lots of them,
That's an ant.
and that's an ant. I smell horse stuff.
So very rich people do things often that we don't like. This person who owns this property has told them that they're allowing the trail to go
Look at this one.
on their property, as long as the dog is on leash.
I think he's a dung beetle.
I think that's definitely dung.
That's dung, but is he a dung beetle?
Oh, him?
He's a funny looking fellow, isn't he?
Where is he?
Right there. Uh-oh, he's going out.
Uh-oh. My spidey sense says up here, because I think that's probably another cut through. And Wolfie's oblivious to that, but there's a beautiful algae blooming lake. Over an hour, getting tired. Aren't you, Wolfie? Over there, you just know a sucking when one's born. Look at that, a huge big nose on the screen. Ready, Blinky? To the top of the hill and beyond. Puffin! Puffin, what's wrong? Time to bandage Puffin. Never occlude the neck. So if his actual back quarters were actually strained, this actually would work. The only thing is you can expect to have a pee through the bandage. There you go. How was that, Puffin? You like that? No. He's a good boy. Puff's doing great, but he didn't bring his rain mac. His Grateful Dead rain mac. How long has he been out?
Been out for an hour and 20 minutes.
Wow, this must be his longest walk, is it?
It is.
Oh, only small carries. Look at him go. The end is in sight, he says. Oh, final pee. And which car would ours be? Bit of a giveaway. Well, that's it from us. That was a interesting little walk. Probably do it again sometime. Kind of fun. And I picked myself a new copy of this. Isn't socialism great? Toodles. This has been a Wolfie Terrier production 2021.